So looks like, Pascal's got through the week pretty good thus far. Reader as well, Levi as well, Decker as well. Mac through the protocol, so I think we're trending the right way with all those guys. Today will certainly be the icing on the cake with those guys, but they all look pretty good right now, so that's good. It's been a good week for us just to get back, really felt like a little bit of a mini bye, catch your breath for a minute, but we were able to get back and do some of the things we were doing before we got into the stretch we were in. Got some critical work. We know the opponent we're getting ready to face. This is a really good team. Mentioned it earlier. They play high-level football, and so we got to be on our game. But we're looking forward to it.
Dan, I know that Jared had said last week that you kind of leaned down the offense and said, "Listen, this is going to be a game where I'm going to need you guys to take control." Is this week a similar type of situation, going head-to-head with the two top offenses in the league?
Well, look, I think, certainly we need to score points. I mean, if you just look at it on paper, I mean, this offense scores points. They do every week. They got a pretty good recipe. We talked about it. They run the ball. They got receivers to make something happen, and certainly this quarterback, man, he's dynamic with the football in his hands. But I would also say, look, our defense, we're gonna put a lot on our defense this week. Our defense and special teams is gonna play a critical factor in this game. So, it's critical, but it's gonna take all three phases here, and I expect our defense to play well.
You've had Za'Darius for a month now. I think 19 pressures over that time. I think that's tied for third most in the league. Just how great of a fit has he been for what you guys do?
Yeah, Za'Darius, right? Yes, yeah, he's been a great fit for us. And I think you saw, last week, even with the injuries we had, we took some reps off of him in some areas to where we could really use him at his best. Really showcase a few of those reps, the third down reps, second long. He still played base downs, but man, in his production was really well. So really good. So we're trying to be smart with him and maximize the reps we get out of him. But he's been really good for us. He fits the rooms, fits the guys. Our players have embraced him, and yeah, he there again, it's like I mentioned this before. It's like offense. Of course, you love having players that produce, but it's really that brings something different than the guy next to you. It's why you like having different receivers. It's like why you like having different defensive backs, different rushers, different D linemen, backers, because it just enables you to do
like that.
That's what he does for us. Yeah, I don't know if look, we know this is a big game because it's a really good opponent, and this next one in front of us. But we just played a big game. I mean, Green Bay that's a big game against a really good opponent. So, to me, this is just the next one. It's the next big game. It's not, this is going to be bigger than the one we just played. I mean, and that's how I view it, and I think our players view it that way. It's a very good opponent, but I mean, we keep playing big games. So, we need to play clean football. And I mentioned this before. There's little things on offense, defense, and special teams. Just little things that are creeping up, that we hadn't quite snuffed out yet, that we haven't quite cleaned up, that are putting us in a couple of bad positions. And we need to just completely disinfect all that. Let's get it out of there. That's what I'm really looking for. And how clean of a game can we play? And that'll serve us well.
soul that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose, move on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never this way. We indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. This your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. This your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. This your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lion Villain Report. I am your host, Russell Wayne. How are you guys all doing today? It is Saturday, and we are broadcasting live into the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page. I'm trying to find all my graphics here. There we go. The Lions Facebook page right there, where we have gotten over 60,000 villains right there. And Leon Phelps is right here to tell you that he is appreciative of you with the 60,000 followers right there. And I am here with my Kavakier, ready to listen to the Villain Report and talking about the Detroit Lions versus the Buffalo Bills on Sunday at 4:30. We are also broadcasting live into the Villain Squad YouTube page. We just crossed over 800 people. Finally, get over there. Subscribe to that, because we are the UDFA of sports podcasting. That means that if you're liking and sharing and you're commenting, then you are helping, and we appreciate that. Let's say hello to our peeps in the comments so far. What is going on, Dwayne King? You like that? It's good to see you on here. What is going on, Elise Memes? You like that? You like that? You like that? I made something that was part of something that I had said yesterday, Elise. I made this and it was all inspired because of you. Right there. The Northern Savages. Ooh, yeah. You dig it? You know why they call them the Northern Savages? They call them the Northern Savages because way up north, you go all the way up to the top, bro, brother. And then you drop the Macho Man elbow down into the heart of the opponent. That's what we do. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get faster at this. Oh, there we go. Good morning to Maurice. You like that? You like that? Good morning to Chad. You like that? And Dwayne. Oh, I got those backwards. You like that? Say hello to my little friend. I'm gonna keep that Northern Savages right there. The Northern Savages are here. The Central Scrutinizers up in the house. What's going on, my brother? Are we ready for some Lions football? Matthew up in the house. Super Bowl bound.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
Donkey Kong, Super Bowl or bust. F the Booner Path. What the hell is the Booner Path? Good morning to the Villain Squad. Did you mean to say Boner Path? I don't know. Oh, Paul Jones up in the house. You like that? You like that? What's up, Villain family? Elise, happy Saturday. Go Lions. Have basketball games for my boys today at 11:30 and 12:30. Second grader kindergarten. Russell Wayne in the house. Yes. Oh, I apologize while I'm getting these things going. I'm working with the new Restream right here, and I'm getting a little bit more familiar with it. So I apologize for uncomfortable pauses. That just means I'm trying to find stuff. Trying to find stuff to put up in here. And talking. I definitely like the music selection better on the Restream. And to Chad's question, they don't have any blues on here in their AI stuff, so... Northern Savages. Ooh, yeah, brother. That's right. Hey, man, Jeff Sanders. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you on here. The midfield lion got blacked out this time, huh? That's pretty damn cool. Just appreciate that. Look at that. The Northern Savages up in the house. Let's get it out of there. All right. Man, I wanted to spend some time today. I wanted to go through the rest of this press conference with Dan Campbell. I do like that. Oh, midfield line. I have F the Booner Path hats for sale. $30. Let's go. I don't know. What is this? That's the second time you spelled it with Boone. I thought that you were just trying to be cool. Like it was the Boner Path and you didn't want to type it or something. What's up, Nick McClin? Say hello to my little friend. But people that have known me since the 1990s, they get a special pass on that. You like that? You like that? It's good to see you in here, Nick. Glad to see you. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. So, I don't know. Super Bowl preview this weekend, I do believe. Well, let's get in here and look at some more of this press conference right here. Let's get in there. Come on, Dan. Bring it.
You need to be playing your best football. And you don't know what it's going to take to beat the team you're getting ready to play. You don't know what that's going to be. We know this is a good football team. I don't know what it's going to take. We know Green Bay's a damn good team. You know, we did just enough. But you don't know what it's going to take with the rest of these teams down the line. And you don't know exactly who's going to be in. You don't know. And so are you willing to say that it's good enough right now? I'm not. I don't want to take that chance. So we got to clean some things up. We will.
Earlier this season, you guys, if you got the coin flip, you would give the ball up and get the ball in the second half. Lately, I think the last couple times you decided to take the ball first. What's the thought process behind that? Is it the other teams play, like an offensive team, you want to get the ball first and go? How do you decide that?
I would tell you it changes every week. It really does for me. It changes every week. And I don't want to give you exactly my whole thought process, but sometimes it's the way I feel about our offense. Sometimes it's what I feel about their offense. Sometimes it's what I feel about our defense. Sometimes it's every time they take the ball or they defer, this is what happens. And so it's just, you know, every week it's different. And it's kind of been that way that we take the ball lately, but that doesn't mean we'll do it every week. I have a good idea, yep.
Here's about Greg Rousseau. You know, it's not a guy that gets mentioned.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Rousseau.
Yeah.
He doesn't get mentioned a lot from top edge rushers, but look at the pressure numbers every year. They're really high. It looks like he's a really consistent player. Is he more of a style rusher than what you guys do opposite Aiden? I mean, is he a pocket crusher and a disruptor in that way? What kind of impact does he have on a game plan weekly?
Yeah, I feel like he's a power rusher with length. You know, so now he does have speed. He's got speed to get upfield, but I think what gets on you and where a lot of people have problems with him is his length with the power, you know. He's a long linear guy and he's got a good first step, and so you're trying to match that initial speed, and then he comes down on you with that long arm power, and man, he opens these tackles up. That's where he's really dangerous, and he gets a lot of guys with it. And so it is a little something different, but it's not so much different than a lot of things that, you know, somebody like Hutch does. You know, those kind of power rushers, they can crush it down. You know, now Hutch has got to spin and stuff too, but this guy is really good at what he does, you know, and he does. Every week you see him get guys, and he's a pressure player, man, and it's somebody, you can't let him get started, and you certainly can't let him beat you with a first step upfield.
What are some of the hallmarks of the Sean McDermott defense?
Oh, man. Well, look, here's the obvious, man. It's a very disciplined defense. They're gap sound in the run game. They're aggressive. They fly to the football. They traditionally get takeaways, which they're doing it again. They're an opportunistic defense. They create pressure, which gets picks. They punch out. I mean, we were looking at some last night where the guy's going to the ground, his elbow's almost down, and the defenders, you can see the punch out from underneath. I mean, that takes, you know, that's a conscious effort to see the football, go after the football with the runner go almost down to the ground. You know, meant fast, explosive, you know, speed, run to the football. I think those are always things you think of. And then third down, very aggressive, traditionally. That's, you know, he's going to make you earn everything you get. First, second down, third down, he's going to bring it and see if you can handle some pressure. And that's kind of been traditionally what he's been, you know. He came from the Jimmy Johnson era. God rest his soul. He was a hell of a coordinator back in the day, but kind of, you know, built off of that. But it's been damn good wherever he's been. His defenses are always top defenses. Say that again. Yeah, I don't put anything into that. I mean, I think one day in COVID, I don't even know if we practiced at New Orleans one week and we went out and put up 30. I don't know what that was, but I'm like, no, I put nothing into that. That team will be ready. I mean, you know, so all good. And guess what? If we couldn't practice, we'd be ready. We'll find a way. So they're going to be good. They'll be ready. They'll trim the plan to where they can play fast and allow their guys to do what they need to, or use what they did last week, or they'll be fine. So we know we're gonna get their best shot. We'll have a team that's ready to go.
Nowoski to clear protocol, or did it happen?
I don't know. No, I don't see Nowoski playing this week. You know, and that crept up on us. That was something that, you know, he didn't feel good, and so that, you know, he's in protocol and he'll be good. Yep.
There you go. That's the Dan Campbell press conference right there. What are your biggest takeaways from the Campbell press conference right there? I do enjoy being able to play these press conferences because I do believe that I get more out of being able to watch the Dan Campbell press conference than I would out of any talking head that's out there. So, the sound is very low. Did you say the sound was very low on the press conference? Is that what you're talking about, Maurice? I want to make sure that I get this stuff right. If the sound was low. On Campbell. Oh, yeah. So when you're talking about in Central Scrutinizer is right on par right here. Like, probably you could hear Dan Campbell, but you couldn't hear the questions. That's probably what it is. I could try to make it more loud.
So looks like, you know, Pascal's gotten through the week pretty good thus far. Reeder as well, Levi as well, Decker as well. You know, Matt cleared protocol, so I think we're trending the right way with all those guys. You know, today will certainly be the icing on the cake with those guys, but they all look pretty good right now, so that's good.
Is that
You know,
better?
it's been a good week for us, just to get back, really having felt like a little bit of a mini bye, you know, catch your breath for a minute, but we were able to get back and do some of the things we were doing before we got into the stretch we were in.
Is that a little bit better right there?
Work. We know the opponent we're getting ready to face. You know, this is a really good team. Mentioned it earlier. You know, they play high-level football.
Because I want you guys to be able to hear it good.
We got to be on our game, you know, but we're looking forward to it.
Dan, I know that Jared had said last week that you kind of leaned down the offense and said, listen, this is going to be a game where I'm going to need you guys to take control. Is this week a similar?
Yeah. And I'll keep on working with that. Thank you on that. Yeah, I can raise and lower that. If you have any concern like that, feel free. That's okay. You could hit it in the comments right here. Like, this isn't something that I just say right here. The UDFA of sports podcasting. It wasn't just a cute little phrase. It's because, you know, getting into this line of work for me was a necessity because my son is autistic and I can't tour. I can't do the gigging like I used to do and put that stress on my wife. So I needed to find a way that I could work from home. So when I say that I'm the UDFA of sports podcasting and Mike and I are the UDFAs of sports podcasting and we're looking for people to partner with us, I mean, we're the real deal. We're the real deal. I understand that there's big entities that are out there. I understand that they got like Woodward Sports has Planet Fitness and, you know, you can get Braylon Edwards. I can't afford to get any of those big quality people that are on here. So I have to be the quality people, but we work hard. We bust our asses and we're the UDFA of sports podcasting. So when you guys make little suggestions that are in the comments and stuff like that and helping it make better, I appreciate that. Because I'm trying to get better every day. I'm not great at this yet. I'm just doing the best that I can with what I got. And I love Lions football. So I know that passion that I have for Lions football will drive the podcast. Will drive the fact that people want to talk sports. You know? People want to be talking about their favorite team, especially when it's good. Oh, hell yeah. So we appreciate anybody that's out there liking and subscribing. And anybody that uses our link right here. We're brought to you by NFL Shop. We got an affiliate marketing partnership with them. So if you use our code and you buy something, it helps us a little bit. We're not getting rich off of it or anything like that, but, you know, you can get your swag anywhere. You might be able to save 30% by using ours. And we appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Support is awesome. You know, it only takes a couple of us. We're all having fun right here. I know. A shout out to the everyday people up in there, like Elise. Elise is behind the scenes, out there making content, helping the page go. So I appreciate that. You're doing great, buddy. Keep it up. Thank you.
You like that? You like that?
So happy to have my drops back. But we're talking about this Lions game this week. You know? Lions versus Bills. What are they going to do? for some players that you might want to be concerned about, obviously Josh Allen. He's a front runner for the MVP. He's been one of the most electric offensive playmakers, not only in 2024, but for his entire career, making off platforms. He's gotten better every year. And if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes, he may even have a couple Super Bowl titles. He's thrown for 33,033 yards, and 23 touchdowns, plus another added 416 and 9 touchdowns as a runner. Undoubtedly, the Lions are going to have their hands full with Josh Allen. Josh Allen has the ability to blow your entire game up by himself. You can do everything right. You could do everything right. You could have it defended to the T. Have everybody in the right gaps. And then you turn around and Josh Allen's running down the field for a big gain. It is what it is. That's what you do. And that's what happens when you play electrifying players. And that's what Josh Allen is. He's an electrifying player. Well, what else? What else? You got on defense, you got Greg Roseo. I don't even know how to say his name. I remember him coming out of college, though. He's one of the game's premier pass rushers. He leads the Bills with 6.5 sacks. Plus, he's racked up 60 pressures and 90 hurries and 40 quarterback hits. Additionally, he's recorded an overall mark of 83.6, 14th best among edge rushers, according to PFF. So, now, the caveat to that is we have good tackles. We have 2 of the best tackles in the NFL, and we're good there. We should be able to handle him on either side because Taylor Decker, speaking of the injuries, is coming back this week, along with a slew of other players. So who else do we got? I really believe that this game is going to be won on the defense because it's all offense. That's all you hear about. Offense. Oh, the number 1 offense versus the number 2 offense. Oh, wow. I mean, isn't it going to come down to the team that gets the most stops here? I mean, if they can get out ahead, and the Lions lead the league in controlling time of possession. And I think that they can run on this team. Don't you? Don't you think that they can run on this team? Why for yes and for no? I got that feeling. When this game was on the slate 4 weeks ago, I was thinking, man, this is going to be so hard, and it probably will be, but I have a feeling that the Lions could take control of this game because of what they can do on the ground. So, with that being said, yes, Central Scrutinizer, thank you. Why for yes and for no? We should be able to run the football against these guys. You know, they gotta every week they tell us about a guy that we have to be worried about. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. Oh, here comes Kyron Williams. Oh, here comes, Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, here comes Aaron Jones. Oh, here comes Josh Jacobs. And we stop all of these guys. Josh Jacobs did score 3 touchdowns, but he did average less than 4 yards carry. And when you get out ahead with your offense and you're controlling time of possession, you don't have to go way out. So I think that's the key to the game. I mean, I think it's a wash when you look at the way that the teams are, right? You got a dynamic offense versus a dynamic offense, and the defenses are middle of the road in some spots. There's some spots the Lions are better, some spots that the Bills are better. But controlling the time of possession and being able to run the football, I think the Lions have the advantage there. The advantage being they can run the football on the Bills, and the Bills won't be able to run the football against us. We got DJ Reader coming back. We got Aleem McNeil coming back. Levi Onwuzurike's coming back. Josh Pascal's coming back. Any one of those players by themselves, I wouldn't be as concerned. But all of those players, we've been whooping people with our backups, if you know what I mean. So that's something to think about, is time of possession. And guys that we really need to look out for, I mean, on offense, Shakur has been the go-to guy. A third-year receiver. He leads all the Bills pass catchers with 65 catches and 735 yards. And additionally, he's coming off a monstrous Week 14 against the LA Rams, where he amassed 5 receptions for 106 yards and a touchdown. Amari Cooper, they traded for Amari Cooper to give Josh Allen another dynamic playmaker. And, it's going to be a big game for our defensive backfield. You want those guys to get out there and be able to affect the game. And we're just going to keep plugging through. You're watching the Lion Villain Report with your boy, Russell Wayne. Right here, you can join me Monday through Saturday. 10 a.m. Talking Lions football. Lions are 12-1, looking to win 13 games for the first time in franchise history. A lot of franchise history things are happening. Be sure and subscribe and follow the page, the Facebook page, as well as subscribing to the YouTube channel at Lions Villain Squad. And if you want to support the undrafted free agent of sports podcasting, hit that like button, hit that share button, and make a comment. Answer a question. Do you think the Lions are in Super Bowl or bust? Is that what it's going to take? You need that Super Bowl. The Lions do need that Super Bowl. It's like that ultimate check mark that everything is measured on. Doesn't matter how much they build it up. But thank you for that. You can get some of that Detroit Lions swag right there by going through the villain link. And if you use the villain link, that means that you're helping out. And we appreciate that. Get some of that Lion swag. One of them black jerseys. They're busting them out this week. The black jerseys. If you want to partner with the Lion Villain Report or the Main Event Football Show, which airs every Monday night at 7 p.m. with Main Event Mike, you can get a hold of Main Event Mike at 810-620-2167. That is 810-620-2167, and you can find out how you can be guilty by association. And for all the Packer fans that are out there still complaining about the referees, I made you a nice little thing. Just for you, I have this for you right there. The Packer fan tier post. It was the refs. So if you want to keep crying, you coming at the villain with that weak ass, it was the refs stuff. You trying to compare it? You trying to compare it to Taylor Decker not reporting? You didn't get screwed over. There was a couple bad calls in the game, like there is in every game. You're just like everybody else. And when it came down to it, you tried to get some things going on, and it didn't work for you. It did not work for you. And now you want to cry about it instead of accept accountability. That the Lions finished you. They finished you like Mortal Kombat. Finish him. And then you were doing this. Yeah. And didn't have anything to do with the referees. I like how they complain about plays that were penalties. Oh, that weak-ass pick play call. It was a penalty. If Christian Watson pretended like he was going to run a route and he decided to do that and he leads with his shoulder, that is not how you clear people out. The Lions players have the right to stand there. So, I have that. I can only do this for one more day. And then I have to let them go. But I think it's hilarious the way that Packer fans are melting down when it comes to just losing a game. You just lost. So no big deal. You lost. Live to fight another day. We're going to see you again in the playoffs. Are you sure you're going to make the playoffs?
Playoffs?
I know that they really need one more game to win, and they're probably going to make the playoffs. But are they going to win one more game? I know that the whole thing, they're oozing with confidence over there, right? But really, are the Packers really going to win another game? Are they going to have a Lions hangover meltdown? Because, half of that fan base forgot that they play Seattle this week. And, what happens? Really? Is it really all that inconceivable to think that the Packers could lose out? They got Seattle, they got New Orleans, they got the Vikings, and they got the Bears. Could you imagine if they lose the next 3 games? They could very well lose the next 3 games going into Chicago, staring at the same scenario that was staring at the Lions a few years ago. I don't know. I think that that ship has sailed a little bit for me, because I it's hard for me to think that this Bears team would be able to snap that 11-game losing streak. But these Packer fans are certainly arrogant enough to just think that they're a shoo-in for the playoffs. There's a lot of hungry teams on the back end when you're looking at the NFL standings. I mean, especially in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? I look at this NFC. Got the Commanders sitting right there. Okay. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to highlight it. The Commanders, the Sea Chickens, but they're sitting right there with the Rams at 8-6. Right? So how many extra playoff teams? You get 4 divisions and you get 3 wild cards, right? Well, the Vikings are most certainly going to get a wild card. Right? The Rams, the Commanders, and then in the NFC South, you probably don't have to worry about those guys too much down in there. But I don't know. Are the Green Bay Packers going to make the playoffs? Because you got a shoe-in right there with the Vikings. And you got the Rams and the Commanders sitting right there. 8-5, 8-6. I know the Packers need to keep winning, but if the Sea Chickens win and they go to 9-5 and put themselves ahead of the Packers in that spot, and then the Rams are sitting there and at 8-6, you'd only be 1 game around that last playoff spot. Detroit beating you was huge. That puts a lot of stress. Good morning, Jeremy. So I'm entertaining this right here. Are the Packers getting a little too cocky right here? I feel like they might be getting a little too cocky. I feel like the Packers, they're so obsessed with thinking they got screwed over in the last game that they may be in danger. They may be in danger of not making the playoffs. Central Scrutinizer says the Cardinals too. But here's the thing with the Cardinals. The Cardinals aren't going to catch the Packers because the Packers beat the Cardinals. So I'm not giving too much credence to that side of it. But when you're looking at three teams that are wild card teams, obviously you got your blow away winners right here, like the Eagles. And then you got these 2 teams right here. The Rams and the Sea Chickens separating themselves right there. So you're going to get maybe one of those into the playoffs. So there's one playoff spot. Either the Lions or the Vikings are going to win the division, and the other one's going to get a playoff spot, right? They're already there, so you don't have to worry about that. So the ones that are actually in contention, if they lose out, the Falcons would have to win out. But the Packers on the back end of this, they have a couple dangerous games that could lump them in with a couple other teams. I mean, lucky for them, the 49ers, I mean, I don't even think that they can fight their way back in at 6-8. That's big, man. That's big, but I'm not saying that the Packers are a shoe-in right here to win. They need a big win. They got to do something if they don't get that win. Packers have an opportunity to separate themselves from put themselves up where the Vikings are if they can get a victory. So this is a very, very, very big game for the Green Bay Packers. And you all worried about the Lions right now. Oh, you guys ain't. Who cares? You guys shouldn't even be worried about what we're doing. We just keep winning games. We're trying to get our quarterback an MVP. And you better worry about hanging on. You got to make it into the dance first. You ain't in yet. And stop acting like because you won a Super Bowl in 1967 that you're just a shoo-in. So, bring them back down to earth. That's what I say. Jeremy says that the Pack haven't won in Seattle since 2009. Since everybody likes to bring up history. Pack your fudge back in. Packers, otherwise shit or get off the pot. While the Steelers haven't won in Philly since 1965, Russell Wilson has never lost in Philly as a QB, whether with Seattle or the Broncos. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Don't forget to join Main Event Mike Monday night, 7 p.m. The Main Event Football Show. Lions Talk Weekly. Check them out. If you want to partner with the Villain Squad, you want to be guilty by association. If you own a business and you live in Michigan and you're a Lion fan, get a hold of Main Event Mike at 810-620-2167. That's 810-620-2167. Find out how you can be guilty by association, how you can get in front of our massive network of people. We love that. Lions getting a whole bunch of injury guys back. That feels good. They continue to overcome injuries anyway, though. Lions overcoming injuries at every step. Because of the Northern Savages. Ooh, yeah. That's what happens when you go to the top row, brother. That's all the way up north where the Macho Man goes to deliver the Macho Man elbow. All right. Shall I embarrass Mr. Scott Williams? Yes, I should. Do not buy anything from this guy. Scott Williams is a scammer. Available games? Do not. The prices may vary. The prices may be, he will steal your money from you. Scott Williams will. And I don't know if he's just taking over Scott Williams' account and you got hacked. So if Scott Williams is watching right now and he's going, what? I have 4 tickets. You better go change your password, because some scamming piece of crap dude that's probably not Scott Williams is trying to scam the people on my page. So whatever you do, don't click his link. Don't go buy it from there. You can go to StubHub and get ripped off and actually get the tickets. Jeremy B coming in with the injury report for them. Rasul Douglas, Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin are definitely out. That's all right. Next man up. Next man up. I bet you wish you had the Northern Savages with your injuries. I'm not going to worry about what the other teams do. Line magic number is 3. Yep, just keep winning. If it takes all 3 games, it takes all 3 games. Who cares? We'll go ahead and beat Minnesota on week 18 in a winner-take-all situation. You know why? Because we got big nuts Stan Campbell and you don't. Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, our game time decisions trending towards playing. Yeah, they'll play. This is a big game. If anybody has a half of a leg, they're going to play in this game. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. Got to make those big plays, though. You got to make those big plays in those big moments. That's the biggest difference. This will be the biggest test for the Lions in that way. Because Josh Allen might be the biggest playmaker in the league. You know, you got guys that are gamers, right? You know, when the pressure goes all the way up, there are certain players that melt underneath of that pressure. And the Lions have a whole bunch of guys that don't. They don't melt. They keep pushing through. And when those big, big, big moments get there, because I know all you crybaby Packer fans want to blame the referees, but what happened in the biggest moment of the game? You needed a foot on 4th and inches, and you got 7 yards. You got closed out. You got closed out. You had a chance to stop, and you didn't. And derpity derp 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 to all the people that are posting stuff out there about Jared Goff taking a knee. Learn football. Learn football. You want to show me rules that say, well, you know, if he drops immediately to a knee, it's called a QB kneel. But if you watch football or you know football, you know that he didn't drop immediately to a knee. He hiked the ball. He turned the hand off, got stepped on by Sam Laporta, turned completely around, got tripped, fell to a knee while he was handing the football off. And in a game full of instant replays and completing the process, Jared Goff did like 5 moves, 5 processes before his knee dropped to the ground, even though it happened within, a second and a half. Learn football. Learn football. And it's okay. You can keep crying. Because that's what we think when Lion fans hear somebody complaining about the referees, especially in regards to the Lions. Oh, did you get screwed over by the refs? Even if you did, too bad. But you didn't. You didn't get screwed over by the refs. You got outplayed. And you don't like it. We slowed down Josh Allen in 2022 on Thanksgiving with a worse defense. We needed containment blitz on him taking over the game. Bills won by 3. Yeah, this is a very different Lions team, though. And that's a very different Bills team, too. So, this is going to be a good test for the Lions. I think the Lions are going to win this game. I think that they may even win by more than what you might think. Because I think this is one of those games that they can control the clock and just kind of drag them out. And Josh Allen's an awesome quarterback, but he's not invincible and he's not impervious to mistakes. You can force him into mistakes. And if the Lions can get out and get a lead like they did against the Packers, I think that they can stretch it out. I think they can force Josh Allen into making a mistake. Now, I do still believe they'll score over 30 points. That's just kind of what the Bills do. But I think the Lions can score 40. But then again, it could all be wrong, like Ben Johnson says. Usually, it's the number 1 offense versus the number 2 offense. It's usually a defensive game. Wouldn't that be something, huh? Lions win 21-17 on a walk-off touchdown. Might be that kind of game. What is the over-under on that? We'll spend the last few minutes here talking about some of these picks. The sports book. I gotta find it. I'm trying to get it. Trying to get it going. Got that FanDuel. Where we go? Where you at, Lions? There we go. Let's look at it. The in the game stuff. I got this way too much. All right. Share that tab. Get in there. Get in there. All right. Sorry for the delay. But on FanDuel, I like looking at this type of stuff. Got a 5-leg parlay at plus 2,899. Damn. That's a David Montgomery. I got how many anytime touchdowns? James Cook, anytime touchdown. Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. That looks like a parlay that you could get. $10 wager wins you $289. Touchdown scorers. Let's see if we got anything that stands out right there. Anytime touchdown, minus 160. First touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs was plus 650. David Montgomery, first time touchdown score is a plus 490. An anytime touchdown, which one gives the best odds that you might actually, you get a Tim Patrick. You can get Tim Patrick at plus 390, anytime touchdown. Let's see where they got some duo touchdowns. Bills defense. 2+ touchdowns. Let's look at that one right there. If David gets 2+ touchdowns, it's only 380. Amon-Ra plus 700. Josh Allen plus 850 for 2 touchdowns. Damn. There's that Jameson Williams plus 1,800 for 2 touchdowns. Just think if you would have bet that last week, plus 4,300 for Tim Patrick on 2 TDs. I still like Jameson Williams. Like I think there will be a game where he's going to score 2 touchdowns and get that plus 1,800. I think you could make that bet for the rest of the year and you would win it once. And that would pay for your whole year. Jahmyr Gibbs, alternate rushing yards. The plus starts at Jahmyr Gibbs at 70 yards. If you believe Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a good game, you can get, if Jahmyr Gibbs is at 100+ yards, it's plus 350. David Montgomery at plus 100 yards is plus 630. What do you guys think of stuff like this? Am I losing yet? Do you guys like stuff like this? Hitting us up at the end? A lot of Bills fan in my area I would love to silence. Yes. Paul Jones says there's tickets available for the gun show. And all the mock draft boards I viewed had the Lions picking at 32 and winning the Super Bowl. If all the Lions fans should be getting their Super Bowl tickets. Don't want to count those chickens before they're hatched. You know, I think they have the right mentality. Nothing is given. They got that mentality going. And they're willing to earn it. You know, I don't think that they're getting too complacent. You know, I don't think with the Vikings like right on our heels, I think that's actually inspiring even, you know, better play, because these guys are on right on our heels. You know, the Lions have to keep winning. Too bad, 12-1. Well, you got a team that's 11-2 right behind you. What are you gonna do? This is the Lion Villain Report. Join me Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. right here on the Villain Squad Sports Network. You join Main Event Mike at 7 p.m. on Mondays in the evening. Talk about this Lions game. We are the undrafted free agent of sports podcasting. Like, share, comment. You can help the undrafted free agent, the UDFA, the Tom Kennedy of sports podcasting, the Don Kelly baby of sports podcasting. We are brought to you by Detroit Lions apparel right there at NFL Shop. You can get you some of that Detroit Lions swag by clicking that link, and you can get up to 25% off of your order. Thank you to our affiliate marketing partners at NFL Shop. Yeah, Leon Phelps here again. I just want to say thank you to the villains providing such a entertainment show. I'm just sitting here with my warm Cavachier to my right hand side, and to my left hand side I got a couple lady friends over, and we're just listening to the podcast. And you was talking about the Lions versus the Packers and how they was winning and doing all that. But what is a Packer exactly? Good. Let the butthurt flow through you. Yes. Excellent. If Christopher Walken was here, he'd say you should watch the Villain Report. It's a football show with talking about the Lions, the king of the jungle with a huge mane. It reminds me of a story of a Lions team that wouldn't yield, and when the blue and silver would wave, they would stand and cheer the brave and go hard, and they would win the game with honor. They would keep your fame down the field and gain a Lions victory. And then they talk about it on the Lions Villain Report at 10 a.m. You should watch it Monday through Saturday. It could be good for you. It could be good for you. It could be good for your life. Oh, where did all those confident fans go after they lost all their football games? No, Steve was in here for the Packers, so now I can't make fun of the Packers anymore. But I can make fun of the Vikings and the Bears. And the Vikings aren't even that bad. Where did all the Viking tough guy fans go? They were talking so confidently. What's the top reasons the ghost of villain? Is we whipped your candy ass.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
And that's what we did. But thank you, everybody, for watching the show today. It's faith. We have a little fun here, but it is faith, family, and then football in that order. We use football to spend time with our family, to create memories. We don't let football use us. And, man, that's going to bring me to the end of my broadcast. Thank you very much for watching today. If that's what you're doing, go Lions versus the Buffalo Bills tomorrow, and may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again. In Jesus' name, amen. And the next time we will meet on the live version is going to be on Monday morning at 10 a.m. when we are reviewing this game. And hopefully it'll be with a Lions victory. God bless you guys. I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
Yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet.
Focus on the mental, never lose like smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose what I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple.
Never give up and we running it maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision and pay me, it's never to sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning is crazy.
Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. This your opportunity.